Hey.
And I'm Nyandroid, and together we're the NyanCave.
Sometimes we bring it down because we like to be spooky.
Spooky.
I freaking love that. I watched PewDiePie's video on spooky on E3. He didn't bring it up once. I'm like, that's the greatest part of the entire E3 experience.
Wow.
And I'm talking like...
Probably didn't watch Bethesda.
He did, though. He brought up her specifically and was like, you know, when she did the thing, all that, and didn't bring up spooky. And I'm like, how do you miss this, PewDiePie? Bring back Gloria Burger. Anyways, that's all jokes aside. We're playing Ace... Well, all jokes not aside, I guess. We're playing Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. We're going to try to fill it with jokes. It's filled with jokes. Like the video? Subscribe?
Yep.
Play the game?
I guess so.
All right, don't forget to get your likes in because we are giving away waffles because we're giving away Sora this month. Bam! There it is. Cool.
Because Square isn't.
Oh, not giving it away. Is that a Super Smash reference?
Well, and the fact that the DLC is not until like November.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
So we got to do what we can in these trying times.
All right. The defense argues... Oh, hold up. Suzu! These are in the wrong order. Oh, no.
Demonetized for thumbnail crimes.
Why? What did you... That's... No, butts on the thumbnail.
Can I get butts in the chat, please?
Thank you, Suzu. The defense argues that Angress has donated $2.
Spooky. Hi, y'all great. Now I slept. And then, poof. I should have a ninja poof on a button.
Oh, that would be good.
Nice.
All right. And now, the defense argues that Mr. Rios' death was...
Murder.
Murder. Wait, murder? The defense maintains that the defendant is entirely innocent. We believe that it wasn't an accident, but murder.
Murder.
Murder. And what's more, we believe it was committed by a third party.
A third party? As in the true culprit is somewhere else?
The whole time.
That is quite a brazen claim to make, and a one wholly without grounds.
What?
Your voice is as loud as your suit, and your mind echoes just as loudly in emptiness.
My God. You don't gotta kill him like that.
Surely you were but a loud red pepper in your previous life.
I mean, I've upgraded from a beetle to a red pepper. That's good, right? I've been demoted actually to a vegetable.
Wow, I didn't know a person could be reincarnated as a non-sentient plant.
Ah, damn it!
I know, right? A loud red pepper. It's like, is it sentient? Isn't it? I'm going to harvest it, and it's like, no!
Stop it! Objection! In any case, I do have grounds to make this claim.
Right, Adam? Let us hear this reasoning of yours, then.
All right, but before I give it, there is one question that we have to address. If the victim was killed by a third party, then the sword the defendant thrust into the coffin wasn't the cause of death. If that's the case, then how did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin? That's actually quite amazing.
A good question. Let's hear your opinion, Mr. Justice. How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin?
It was magic, man. Man, so Trucy was understage, so that doesn't make any sense. It was magic, doesn't make any sense. But oh my God, wait, no, he was killed in the none of these make any sense. Oh my God.
Unless the it's magic was saying that it's a trick or an illusion.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Ooh, what's going on, Nugget?
Hey, Nyan boys. So excited to be joining y'all today. I got an A on my exam, so I can truly let myself have fun.
Congratulations!
Pressure is gone.
Also,
for now.
save Charlie.
Yeah, well, we will. We'll stop him from being repossessed. Only Maya can possess him.
That implies she needs to die.
Yeah, so I guess Mia then.
Man, I hate that it was magic is like the most logical answer.
Charlie, you're looking so voluptuous today.
Yeah. My goodness.
He's killed in the coffin?
I think that, like...
We
that
just
would-
said it wasn't, though.
Yeah.
It was magic. I mean, that's silly.
I...
He was killed under stage, but Trucy was under stage.
But okay, hold on. The other thing is, how did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin? He was killed under stage doesn't explain how he got in the coffin. He was killed in the coffin does, and it was magic does, but I think we'll get... I think it's magic is a red herring. I can go either way on that one. But he did...
Because, like, here's the thing, right? The
Yeah.
coffin,
Yeah.
you have to climb a ladder to get into the coffin is the only thing.
And you can't climb a ladder when you're dead unless you're Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's.
But what
Yeah.
did we say previously? We said the sword the defendant thrust in the coffin wasn't the cause of death. That's the case. How did we wind up with a dead body inside the coffin? Well, I guess that's fine. Like, it's fine to say it was still in the coffin because we're not saying that he wasn't in the coffin when he died. We're just saying the sword wasn't the cause of death.
Yeah.
All right, so the sword wasn't the cause of death. He was killed in the coffin. I think is what I agree with here.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
We're taking it.
He was killed in the coffin.
I suppose the victim might have been killed inside the coffin.
Exactly. And who was the one who thrust their sword into the coffin?
It was Miss Right of... Oh, God,
Oh, God.
no!
Your Honor, it would appear that there was a mouse on the screen for a moment. The defense has finally given up. Please render your verdict.
God damn it, no! Wait just a minute. I said might have. I didn't say definitely was.
You really think such a verbal acrobatics will get you off the hook?
Ouch. If only I could have stuck the landing better.
Why don't you try again, defense? How did the victim's body wind up inside the coffin?
Damn it.
Genie. I mean, like, literally, we might, if it was magic, is what I vote for. But if we get it wrong, it's going to be the last option that we have totally written off. Oh, God damn it. I don't like how this is going right now. Ooh, damn. Okay. Okay.
So just a thought here.
Yeah, hit me.
Perhaps he was killed under stage and they used the pulley system to yank him up into the coffin so he didn't actually have to climb anything.
There was
mean-
such a fucking mess in that coffin.
Oh, God.
There was a whole dead man in the coffin. That's pretty messy.
I know, but it would be like, oh man, I don't even.
But the
know
only
what
part
it'd be
that
like.
is-
it'd be like a tomato smoothie in a blender.
Oh my gosh.
Gross.
Well, let's see how this goes. This is the
Yeah,
option
right.
you wanted.
Yep. The defense would like to contend that it was spooky. I've seen that kind of trick before. Money appearing in an empty box, for example.
I see. And how does a trick like that work? What's the secret to it?
Yes. The appeal of magic is in the mystery. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? I don't like how this is going. Oh, no! No! Sometimes it's better just to accept it for what it is. Enjoy it and move on.
The real mystery here is how you pass the bar exam, Mr.
Damn it.
Justice.
Damn it! All right, let's just move on then, shall we?
Why don't you try again?
Well, I don't think that was an HP well spent. I hope you're happy, Tom.
Yeah, I am. Like I say. What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put in the coffin? In other words, what if the victim was already dead in the coffin from the get-go?
What? Damn it, that's what I said.
Oh, in that case, the defendant's sword wouldn't have been the cause of death. How do you respond, Prosecutor Sadmati?
That, like, I'm not gonna contend that that was like bad logic on our side, but bad wording too. Bad wording.
No, Tom. You speak
I don't
ill.
know,
You speak ill of the game. You're gonna get maimed by chat.
Oh yeah, chat and try to
Yeah,
maim
let him
me,
have it,
okay?
chat. Tom says the game is wrong. Tom, why don't you take some fucking responsibility for your own
Yeah.
actions, you know? If the whole world is fucked up around you, maybe you're the one who's fucked up, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this
See-
personal attack upon me?
Yeah, I'd rather not though. I don't want answers. I want to be angry.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is the third time.
3 strikes.
Thank you, SB.
Third time of what?
You know what though, chat? Fuck, love you guys. Look at them all. Thank you. Thank you. Do I look fabulous? What the heck is this?
さとら今おまんどもさましで足し抜けたれ合戦をするか
Oh, my head! He's actually messing with me. What do you think you're doing?
Even the merciful Holy Mother loses patience if she is struck 3 times. Since you never learn, you needed to be punished.
Why don't you let me worry about what I need to and what I need and don't need?
It is what you deserve for interfering with my sacred last rites for the victim. You are a brainless lawyer chasing phantoms. You know nothing.
Depends on where they go, Ace.
Let this humble servant of the Holy Mother give you an edifying sermon.
Edify? A sermon? Now?
There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Kurainism. A cornered frog will swallow even a snake.
Huh?
A cornered lawyer has unexpectedly struck back hard against the prosecution. Did I get it right?
No, for I am not done with my sermon. And yet, the frog still dies, its belly bitten and torn from within.
Uh-oh.
Just great. Oh,
Hey,
Jono!
So much shade! Is this a courtroom or a drag race?
No.
Ooh,
Got him,
sachet away. That's all I
Sashay
know
away.
from RuPaul.
What's up, Angriest?
Tom can't be angry. I'm angry. Come on, boys. We've discussed this.
Oh, shoot.
Shaking my head.
I'm
All right,
yeah,
Tom,
I'm
you're
sorry.
upset. Stop being so upset.
Wait. I can be upset and I can't be angry, or I'm upset, which is angry, and I have to stop both.
You're not angry, you're upset.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dad. And in this case, you are that frog defense.
What exactly is your point anyway?
Let us assume for a moment that the victim was killed under the stage. Who then had the opportunity to do so during the show?
Yay.
Let's see. People in the show.
Okay, so
were-
if I've learned anything, and I figured it all out, right?
Okay, good.
Because obviously, like, we were wrong, right?
yes.
In the beginning of the game and the
Right.
trial, I think that I find it the hardest because I'm always trying to disprove my client's innocence. Because I said it can't be under the stage because Trucy was down there.
Right.
But what I should have said is it has to be under the stage because Trucy was down there,
Oh
and
my
then we can make
God.
them think it was Trucy,
Yes.
just so we can prove them wrong later.
It's
Yeah.
That's kind of big brain plays right there.
I know, right?
Huh. Hey, Chris Lee!
After many years of trial law, the right agency wrote off bulletproof glass screens for the bench as a work expense.
That's funny, Chris. Thanks.
That's really funny. And they do need it.
Yeah.
Bonnie DeFam, the victim, Mr. Reyes, and Trucy Wright.
Turn your thinking around. Convict your client first.
Yeah.
Bonnie DeFam was on stage throughout the entire show, as easily confirmed by the footage from the show. Which leaves us with only one suspect, Trucy Wright. Now do you see?
Good clap.
The accused killed Mr. Reyes as he waited on standby in the understage passage,
Bad for your wrist, though.
and then placed his dead body in the coffin above, thus making the murder look like an accident.
No! That upsets me.
O great and merciful Holy Mother, thus another putrid mind has been guided towards enlightenment.
I can't believe I swallowed his trick question whole.
You ever accidentally the whole thing?
Yep.
Oh.
Change the title. Apollo swallows whole. The whole thing. Apollo swallows the whole thing. Yeah,
there it is.
I think that with the character limit, I could only get Apollo swallows.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll do it.
Objection!
Oh! Oh!
Sorry, but I have to raise an objection here.
Athena, what are you?
There's something I want to point out, Apollo.
And who might you be? You strike me as a mere child in countenance.
I may be young, but I have an attorney's badge just the same.
And you would contribute to this discussion in that capacity.
I most certainly would. You just argued that the defendant killed the victim under the stage. But let me remind you that Miss Wright is a girl.
Clearly. Surely you didn't raise an objection simply to point out such an obvious fact. Your Honor, please send for this little child's guardian to come and take her home.
But I'm not done with my sermon.
You don't need to talk like Prosecutor Sadmati, you know.
Listen, if the victim was killed in the understage passage, then his body would have had to be hauled up to the stage, right? However, Mrs. Wright is a young girl, and a pretty petite one at that.
So who did Trucy get married to?
Miss, sorry, did I say Mrs.? Dang.
She couldn't possibly have hefted up that large body up and put it in the coffin.
Well, it's true. It does seem like it would be a rather difficult task for the defendant. I don't think even I could do it.
What do you think of that, prosecutor? Who's the child now?
In my religion, the priestesses of Kurainism are revered as pillars of our beliefs. So I naturally hold nothing but deep respect for women. I also think highly of the female perspective.
Says the man who called this fair maiden a little child.
Who's a fair maiden?
I agree that your point is worth discussing, defense. How, indeed, was the dead body raised up into the coffin?
You raised it up.
By the accused, Trucy Wright, that is.
You're committed to pointing the finger at her no matter what, huh? Then you explain how that would even be possible.
Robo, you take that back
But
in
of
0?
course.
Yes.
There was a way for even a small creature like her to raise the victim's body up.
Huh? Wait, you really can explain it?
I foresaw that our arguments would come to this, so I have prepared a witness.
Ooh.
Can I get a witness?
Well, I admire your readiness, prosecutor.
It is really not that difficult once one can read the ultimate outcome of any trial.
He couldn't have really predicted that things would turn out like this, could he?
It's pretty hard to believe.
Excuse me, but may I step down now?
Yes, I suppose you may.
One moment, Detective Sky.
I'm sorry for, the way I handled all of this.
You did a fine job, Detective. Your testimony was invaluable.
It was?
Yes, you served well as a detective and did not allow your personal feelings to interfere. You overcame the conflicted emotions you felt and performed your duty admirably. You will be rewarded for your fine work.
Oh! Thank you.
I hope we can work together again in the future.
Emma seems bewildered by the unexpected praise.
I guess he's a pretty nice person, like they say, as long as you're not up against him.
Now then, let us call the next witness.
Goodness.
Oh, no.
No.
Goodness.
No.
Yeah.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
That's funny as PD. What's up, Slowpoke?
Will you guys be checking the new Squaresoft RPG game? It's supposedly a collaboration project with Disney called Kingdom Hearts. If I find out anything more, I'll let you know. Yeah, I bet a lot of
look at
people. I mean, it's kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think people will like it.
JRPGs
really.
with Disney.
No, it won't
That's
work.
strange property.
Stupid.
I-
Not even turn-based.
No, I do love also that every time I read Slowpoke, forget that it's Slowpoke, read the message and go, oh, interesting. What's it? Shit. Every time I go through the exact same process.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the court. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm a legomorphing illusionist from the land of fairy tales, Bonnie the Femme.
You catch that one, Yanni? Legomorph?
Sorry, I'm a rodent.
Oh.
No!
Incapable of deep emotions like a cat or a dog. I can't wait to do some magic tricks for all of you.
Please, witness. There is a time and a place for all things, including magic.
Aw, but... Would it be okay if I did just a little magic? Right? Come on.
I really hope that in her breakdown,
please.
a hawk just comes and picks her up.
Oh,
Oh, yes.
Look, everybody's waiting. Now's my chance to shine.
Oh. Candy.
Taka, no!
that is your second time.
Perfect.
My second time doing what?
There will be no further warnings. You should know that from our
Preparatory.
preparatory meeting,
I
correct?
assume, at least.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Is no one exempt from His Holiness's rosary of suffering?
Rosary of suffering.
May we have your testimony, witness, once you've recovered from your disappointment.
Well, as a huge fan of Trucy's, I don't really want to testify against her.
Oh, you.
But I guess I have to, don't I?
Oh my god. I just I love the idea of recovering from the disappointment. It's like, I can't go out tonight. I'm actually still recovering from the disappointment of insert anything at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man.
I think it's a totally real thing.
Right?
I'm sure that, people recovered from the disappointment of various fictional stories and
Oh
whatnot.
no.
Or when we had to cancel Persona 4 Gold and people were probably disappointed.
Yep.
And they didn't go
Oh,
outside.
sorry, I can't be at Twitch.
I can't go
I'm
to school.
still recovering from the disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Y'all missed out on some
real.
Kirby's Dream Course. It's an awesome game. I can't. Okay, now we're back in. I've recovered from that disappointment. As a huge fan of Trucy's, huh? Hey, paradash.
I predict that there will be someone copying my gimmick. What a mystery.
I hate her. I love her. I can't stand that Trucy, right? Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves.
Ooh. If you weren't so cute, I'd hate you.
Sure, you're a real fan, all right. Hey, Midnight Demon Cat.
Yanni, ever seen the Flemish giant rabbits? They sound awesome.
Midnight Demon Cat sounds like a really interesting story. I have a fear of cats. What happened? Who's the Midnight Demon Cat?
Just one reply, Midnight Demon Cat.
Yeah, Midnight Demon
Do you
Cat.
want to go into Midnight Demon Cat? But you could tell me a bit more about Midnight Demon Cat. Okay.
Yeah, and sure, you're a real fan, all right. Of destroying Trucy, you mean?
Oh yeah, I didn't think about this. Is this Chungus?
Yeah. Small Chungus, I
Is
guess.
this cute Chungus?
Cute Chungus.
I really can't believe that Trucy killed Mr. Rias. I guess it's possible for a small girl to lift a dead body if she used a stage lift.
Oh yeah.
Is it possible? Could Trucy really have? If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2. I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
You were on stage the whole time. You're sure about that?
There is no question. The entire audience could testify to that fact. What's more, she is shown clearly in the TV show footage as well.
I couldn't possibly have killed Mr. Reyes, not little old me.
Therefore, the only person who could have killed the victim understage is the accused. Furthermore, by using a stage lift, even a petite young lady could have raised the body up to the stage without difficulty.
You've got to be kidding me.
The defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Sometimes I'm so disappointed in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Why? What's it doing?
Oh, you know, they know what they did.
I also Googled a Flemish giant rabbit. They're as big as a dog.
Wow, that's
What?
awesome.
Oh my God.
Can we get
That's
one?
not the treat. That's not the candy of the forest. That's the whole dessert of the forest right there.
Well, they make the giant the chocolate Easter bunnies, you know? It's the same thing.
Yeah, makes sense. They're the ones that give you those big eggs. You said you're a huge fan of Trucy's, isn't that right?
Oh yes, I even became a magician because I wanted to be just like her. The first time I saw her, she was performing at the Wonder Bar.
Wonderbar.
She was only a junior in high school back then, but she got up on stage with tons of confidence. And then she proceeded to win my heart with her astonishing tricks and winning smile.
She certainly sounds like she means all of that. So, finally being able to perform with her must have been quite a treat for you, right?
Oh yes, after all, it was my chance to find her see me. Not just as a fan, but as a fellow magician.
There were no hops after that one.
But then that horrible accident happened.
I really wish the black hole was still around.
As she looks to where the rabbit just jumped off.
The bunny takes one hop out.
Yeah.
That's terrible,
not
Clay.
I know.
Why did we both think it, though?
I know.
It was not an accident. It was murder. Witness, please explain, if you would, how a small young woman such as Trucy Wright could have raised the body.
Hey, I don't make the rules of nature, okay? I just point them out.
Rules of nature!
What's up, Chris?
Thoughts on the cross-examination music in this game? This music is pretty good.
Reminds me, maybe I'm wrong, but it reminds me a little bit of the Leighton crossover one.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember it exactly.
It's very fine, though. It's not my favorite track.
Hold it!
I might be wrong, though. I might be remembering it correctly.
What makes you think it would be possible? It's not like you've ever tried it yourself, right?
Well,
Actually, we did try it for ourselves.
Ooh.
You did?
Detective Sky, if you would.
so that's why you made me do that?
Detective Sky, what did he have you do?
The prosecutor asked me to try raising one of the male police officers with the stage lift, without a single word explanation as to why he was making me do it.
You're kidding.
I don't know why, like, we're so mad that, like, he's doing actual investigation work to prove a theory.
Yeah.
Like, you did work, legitimate work to prove a theory? How dare you? You should have not done it and told him to go fuck himself because he's trying to, like...
He's trying to convict somebody using logic.
It's as if he really can foresee all of our counter-arguments.
Emma's a little mad about it. She's like she wouldn't have done it if she knew it was, like, trying to convict Trucy.
Right?
That's
right?
the thing.
She's a little like, yeah.
I didn't know. He didn't tell me why I was doing it. If he did, I wouldn't have done it.
Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
More like haughty.
I guess that means Trucy could have lifted the dead body up. Does that mean... Is it possible? Could Trucy really have?
Is what possible? Could Trucy really have what? Mr. Pham, please finish your sentence.
You know, the old...
Don't try to beat around the bush. Come right out and say it.
Oh, that was the actual line.
Why not tell this court what you really believe?
What I really believe? Of course I don't believe Trucy could ever commit murder. Such an amazing and wonderful magician would never do such a thing. But taking all the facts into account, what else can I think?
I know at least 3 other unflattering things you really think about Trucy.
GD, what are you talking about? Don't be silly.
You're crazy. No one
How
would
can
do
you
that.
attack this girl when she is obviously speaking with reserve?
Such a thing as reading between the lines, Mr. Justice. It's sad how the youth of today lack the ability to do such a basic thing.
Looking at me like that isn't gonna help me stick my foot in my mouth less, Your Honor.
Witness, please describe what the accused might have used to lift the dead body.
All right.
It's funny, Jordan.
If Trucy did use a stage lift, I think she must have used stage lift number 2.
Stage lift number 2? Oh, really? You mean the stage lift shown here on the left?
That's right. With the stage lift, I think even a small girl could easily lift a dead body up to the stage.
So that makes her the murderer, in your opinion?
Of course not. I believe in Trucy. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of hers.
Oh, brother. How long is she gonna keep this act up?
Defense, what position was stage lift number 2 in after the show?
Let's see. If I recall, it was in the fully raised position.
And the reason why it was fully raised is because the accused used it to lift the victim's body. Wouldn't you agree? Feel free to slowly mull it over while you roast over the flames of hell, you evil red pepper.
Ooh.
Evil red pepper sounds delicious. Roasted over the flames of hell.
So now I'm also evil.
I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
Can that be the next thumbnail? Can it just be a red pepper, like roasting over some flames? Just
Just an evil red pepper.
an evil red pepper.
Yeah, buddy, let's
Like
get
a
an
little-
evil
a
red
little
pepper.
attorney's badge on it.
I'm gonna write a note so I don't forget it. I wrote a note for this thumbnail because you were like, we should make the thumbnail this, and I did. Evil red pepper thumbnail.
I didn't condone the use of butts, though.
I was on stage for the entire show, by the way.
You didn't have a single moment to slip down to the understage passage and guiltify yourself?
Don't tell me you suspect me now.
I'm just trying to do my job by fully examining your alibi. Depending on how solid it is, I might have to suspect you, yes.
Gotta be kidding me. Don't spit on my head and tell me it's raining, lawyer boy. I'm right here, there in the footage, or you're too much of an idiot to see.
Huh?
Mr. Pham, are you feeling all right? You seem suddenly different.
Oops. Where did that come from, right? Oh my. I seem to have snapped there for a second, didn't I?
I like that line now. Don't spit on my head and then tell me it's raining.
You didn't just snap, you broke character just now.
In any case, I was on on stage the whole time performing magic. I mean, you saw me in the footage, right?
Good photo.
Dazzling and flawless performance.
Flawless. That's odd considering what you told me. You said that you made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat.
Hey,
Mono
robe.
robe.
Do not underestimate this humble servant of the Holy Mother who has not once implied that he was above you. Not at all.
Nice.
Thanks, Monorobe.
You said you made a mistake with where you positioned Mr. Hat.
Mr. Farm, what is then the defense is referring?
Well, I made a little mistake on stage. I was in charge of operating Mr. Hat, you see. According to the script, I was supposed to place him on the left of the coffin. But I flubbed it up. I made him stand on the right of the coffin instead.
And because of that mistake, Trucy had to move the stage lifts around.
I feel really bad about messing Trucy up like that with my goof.
Darn it, I don't see any inconsistencies in her testimony.
Yeah. Now do you know what who the real killer is? Come on, Gramps! Don't just sit there! Hand down your ruling, pronto! Do it quick! Do it before you keel over up there!
Wow. I beg your pardon.
Oops. Oh, what's gotten into me? Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'll give her another 5 minutes before she tears off that mask.
Well, defense? Are you ready to let it all go now?
Of course not! I'll never give up!
I see. I suppose this too is fate. The sacred scriptures of Kurainism describe a variety of hells for the damned.
Ooh, a variety of hells. It sounds like he has the brochure. I would like sauna hell.
A 4-night, 3-day stay over in Sauna Hell. For someone like you who struggles ceaselessly against his fate. Papul Bolgig
Well,
seems most appropriate.
People boil? What? Oh, wait, that's Koreanese.
What sort of place is Papal Bowling?
A place where the more one struggles, the further one falls into the abyss. At the bottom of the abyss, a ferocious beast awaits. Think of it as something akin to an antlion sand pitch trap.
Ooh, those are so cool.
Oh, there's one of those in my backyard.
Wow, Kurainist hell is closer to home than I thought.
Now then, it would appear that the witness's testimony supports the prosecution's claims that the defendant is the only one who could have killed the victim on the stage.
How are we supposed to get out of this jam?
Hey, Apollo, if you can't find any contradictions, maybe it's time to use analytical psychology.
You mean?
I heard some discord in Bonnie's voice while she was testifying.
Of course there is.
See, Widget is picking up on the noise in her heart, too.
Some discord.
That's right.
100% discord.
I know. Yeah.
A small amount of discord.
Athena can hear things others can't hear with her super sensitive hearing.
Was it always her hearing? I just thought it was like empathy.
No, it's hearing. Because her mother made her wear those headphones to soften
right.
the blows.
Yes, you are correct.
Would you rather be punched in the ear while wearing your headphones or not?
I'd rather just not be punched in the ear, personally.
Aim for the
I'd
nose.
rather just kick you in the balls.
And then run. She can hear the emotions of people suppress as a kind of noise or discord in their voices. All right, Athena, let's give it a try.
You got it! Okay, fine, Mr. Sony-san. Your Honor,
Huh?
I'm afraid that our witness missed a fam.
is suffering under terrible traumatic stress due to this horrific incident.
She is.
Yes. What with the terrible death on stage and her beloved Trucy getting arrested, she's under an awful lot of strain and shock. In fact, I don't know how much more she can take before she's unfit to testify. What?
Oh, I've heard of that. What's it called? Postal stress disorder, right?
I think that's actually a newfangled thing where, you know, you order things from certain websites and they don't show up. And then you stress every time the doorbell rings and it's the package you think it is, but it's not.
Man, before we got the doorbell, postal stress disorder was real. I was up and down, always like, what if there's a package outside? What if a homeless man steals our package?
No.
I need my nunchucks.
It's when a person becomes uncontrollably angry, I think. I read about it somewhere.
That's going postal, Your Honor. This is PTSD.
Oh, my. So that's why the witness acts so hostile at times, as if she were a different person.
Yes, and I think her condition is clouding her memory of the incident. Therefore, I suggest a short therapy session for the witness. Huh? Therapy? You don't know the first thing about magicians' mental strength. I've risked my life jumping through rings of fire and having my body sawn in half. Oopsie! Oh boy, I have to watch my temper, don't I?
No! I've escaped.
Miss Sykes, please do whatever you can to help this unfortunate young lady.
And what exactly is this child planning to do, Mr. Justice?
With her super sensitive hearing, Miss Sykes can hear a witness's true emotions. Simply from tone and the inflection, she can tell exactly what a person is feeling.
I can even pick out feelings that a witness is trying to suppress or hide. Widget projects the emotions I hear into the mood matrix where I can analyze them.
It sounds like some sort of spurious devilry. Though I find it hard to believe, I must ask, how do emotions constitute evidence?
Well, I won't say that emotions can be taken as evidence per se. I have seen how instrumental Miss Sykes' work has been in cracking a case. Therefore, I wholly support giving it a try.
I see. If you are in favor of it, Your Honor, then I have no objections. Even this mere monk can see that something disturbs the witness.
I'll disturb you. Oh, thank you for understanding, Prosecutor Sadmati. Apollo, you remember how to conduct a therapy session, right?
You want me to lead the session?
Of course. You're the lead in this case, after all.
Fair enough. But, do I need a refresher?
We usually do, but fine.
Okay, but I think I could use a refresher.
Wow. Wing.
So, Bonnie's emotions are shown here in the mood matrix, right?
Exactly. The emotions I pick up on from her testimony are projected into this program. The mood matrix gives a visual representation of a witness's testimony and emotions. These 4 mood markers reflect fluctuations in a witness's emotions. As a testimony unfolds, the mood markers flash in reaction to the witness's feelings. When the witness feels happy or is enjoying her memory, the happy marker will light up. When the witness feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react.
Angry.
When the witness feels sad or is scared by a memory, the sad marker will blink.
All right, chat. Sad emojis. Go, go, go.
And when the witness feels shocked Pikachu face, the shocked Pikachu face will happen.
Okay, I remember now. I need to find a conflict between what she's saying and which mood markers are blinking.
That's right, and Mr. Fem definitely has some conflicted emotions. See?
Just a
Widget
little bit.
reacts to the suppressed emotions I pick up and projects them as noise. If we can pinpoint the
Beautiful.
inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings, the noise level should drop to 0% and the therapy session will be a success.
When you find an unexpected emotion, touch pinpoint. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers.
Okay, now to give it a whirl.
Oh, neat, Adam.
I guess Trucy's the one who killed Mr. Rios. Even she could move the body with that lift.
Look at how evil she is.
Trucy. I like evil Trucy.
I want evil
evil.
Trucy for next thumbnail.
I was on stage at the time
No emotion? Oh, there it is.
with that terrible mistake. My stupid flub caused Trucy so much trouble. I feel so bad about
I don't know,
What it
Chad.
could be.
I might need some help with this one.
Okay, so I looked for the inconsistencies between her testimony and her emotions, right?
That's right. Like if she says, I was so happy, and then the sad marker's lit up, or if the sad marker doesn't react even though she says she was feeling down. When you find an unexpected emotion, go ahead and pinpoint it.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Oh, angriest!
Speaking of angry, I'm heading out. Have a good one.
Later.
See you later.
Thanks for being here.
I wonder which is the wrong one.
I feel so sad.
GD. Since this one's hard, I'll clarify. If I recall, it's shock during the reveal of a mistake. She shouldn't be shocked at her own utter ineptitude
Honestly,
of picking the wrong career.
this is logic I can get behind. This is sort of logic the NyanCave thrives on.
It'd be great if you could pick like a really hard to find option that would just bypass the entire case.
Yeah.
Not that it'd be great, but it'd be funny.
It'd be fun. Yeah. I have to say, Mr. Fum, you
Impudence.
certainly are a strange one.
Mr. Fum.
Even though you said, I feel so bad about it, it seems you were feeling happy about it.
it.
Yes. Bonk.
Oh,
I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. It must be because...
Ooh, we're just gonna out her
was
like this right away.
Trucy's
Oh well, actually,
butt.
there's no penalty here, so let's just.
Oh, I think this is the right one. I think you were happy because it was Miss Wright's big debut. You're a big fan of hers after all, right?
you kidding me, forehead boy? Why in the world would I be happy about her debut?
What did you just say, Mr. Fum? I thought you said you were Trucy Wright's biggest fan.
Oopsie. Yes, of course I was happy for her.
Her act is starting to get sloppy. All right, if that wasn't it, then maybe it was something else. I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. Oh. I think this is the one, actually.
Of course.
I think you were happy because of your own mistake. Maybe you don't have confidence in yourself, so that your mistake gives you a reason to quit.
That is some fucking mental gymnastics right there.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And I've done some shit.
Yeah. This is a good therapy.
Me? Lack confidence? What a bunch of hooey. I got confidence oozing out of every pore in my body. If I could bottle it, I'd be rich.
Well, she's not wrong.
And she could bottle it.
Chad can confirm. It's gross, though. It's so gross.
She's got confidence.
Wow.
Right. Well, it certainly wouldn't be off of my money. Look, just let me try one more time, Mr. Fum. I think I can guess why you were feeling happy. It must be because it's the last and only
I
option.
mean, I guess if you think it's not like that weird. I mean, milk is something that oozes out of a cow's body.
Yeah.
Then anyone
Yeah.
eat that orange
And,
juice is something
you
that
know-
oozes out of an orange, out of every pore of the orange.
Oh no.
Ooh.
And
almond juice
yeah.
is something that oozes out of every pore of the almond.
And
Goat
pee
milk.
oozes out, and look how well that
don't drink
turned out for
that.
Bear Grylls.
Unless you're Bear Grylls.
I think you were happy because you messed the defendant up. I'm right, aren't I? Finally.
You gotta be kidding me. Why would I be happy I messed Trucy up? I'm a big fan of hers.
Because we saw you. Ooh, yeah, we saw you.
I hate her. I loathe her. I can't stand that Trucy right.
I hope we get to cross-examine the rat.
Just because she's a little good at magic, she thinks she's all that. So this is exactly what that sniveling brat deserves.
We saw how you said you hated Trucy right. How you were glad she was in trouble, and even how it was what she deserved.
Oh,
It looks like I hit the bunny on the head, so to speak.
That wasn't even... Okay, fine.
yeah. Apollo, the noise level dropped. Now if we could get it down to 0%.
Ooh. Well, Mr. Fom, are you ready to confess how you really feel?
Ooh.
What? What do you mean? I'm Bonnie, the sweet, cute little bunny. I'm a rookie magician working hard to be like my idol, Trucy. That's the character I'm supposed to be. Objection! Keep that up, Mr. Pham, and you're gonna have a mental breakdown. Just let yourself be who you really are. Who I really am?
Inside.
The two sides of you are fighting each other and doing you psychic harm. I can hear them. Two distinct voices battling inside you. Shut your pie hole! You know nothing! Or, you know nothing, know-it-all?
No, nothing,
I
know-it-all.
mean, I mustn't say things like that or I might get flustered.
Mr. Fom, how long will you insist on maintaining this wolf in sheep's clothing act? We can't end this therapy session until you get real with us and everyone else here. Set the wild beast inside you free! Ooh.
The camera work in SOJ is quite a bit better.
Yeah. If this works, I'll be
That's why I said
super
Mom just let
surprised.
this go. Boom.
Don't make me laugh. You don't know a dang thing about me. You want to see who I really am? Fine. Take a good look.
Oh! Here it comes. Oh! Hi! Wow! Oh!
What in the world?
Oh my god. I don't know what to do for this. You know, this was actually very foreshadowed in Trucy's room, where there were two bunnies in the cage. One was all white and fluffy, and the other one was dark like this.
Oh, foreshadowing.
Completely foreshadowed. They give you everything away. Now, how to do this voice?
Sheep's clothing. You've got it all wrong. It's a rabbit suit I've got on. And I'm not a wolf. I'm a blood-sucking vampire. A bat with fangs and wings. Oh my god! I think we just opened Pandora's box. I'm finally done with that goody two-shoes cottontail act. I feel free as a bat.
Arthur, I couldn't even pick out Romania on a map, and you want me to do the axe hand?
Defense, your therapy session is taking a turn for the worse, from the looks of it.
There's a perfectly good explanation for this.
Isn't there, Miss Sykes?
Methinks I created a monster.
Oh, you were super deep there. You were supposed to be high-pitched, sorry.
Hey, you, lobster boy.
Lobster boy.
Oh, a Transylvanian.
me?
You think that I am glad Trucy is in trouble? That I think she is getting her just desserts. Well, guess what? You're right.
Does this mean that you admit to wishing the defendant harm?
Well, the bat is out of the bag now. That mistake of mine was a work of art. Thanks to my youth, poor little Trucy had to do all of that hard physical labor.
When you say hard physical labor, what are you referring to?
Because of Mr. Hat's new position, Trucy had to move both of those huge stage lifts. They must have been so heavy. What a riot!
That's strange. Athena, could you please add that last statement to Bonnie's testimony? Oh! Thank you, Bonnie de heckin' Fame.
I am a shadow, the true self, bitches!
Thank you, really do appreciate that.
All right, I'll update the moon matrix with the new info. Hey, Apollo. Now there's a new inconsistency in the testimony.
Yeah, she finally slipped up. So what do I need to do now?
Well, from this point onward, you just do what you do best. Find the contradiction in the testimony and present the evidence to refute it.
Oh. All right. I got you now, Bonnie DeFarm. All right. I got you now, Bonnie DeFarm.
I guess Trucy's the one who killed Mr. Rios. Even she could move the body with that lift. I was on stage the whole time after that terrible mistake.
Yeah.
You know what? Serves her right. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts.
There's definitely a contradiction in her testimony.
So just present evidence like you always do, and since we finally found something, I'd say we can call a therapy session a success.
Oh my god, I've destroyed my voice.
No! Do you have water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You can call Batsy McBatty over there a success? You call Batsy McBatty over there a success? Thanks that you can move the lips. That seems true, though. Oh, have we pushed this? Is there a press option?
No, there's not. So the stage lift Trucy to move out of the way during the show since it was already all the way up. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because then she couldn't have used it. Mr. Pham, I believe your statement contradicts with this piece of evidence.
Uh-oh.
Oh, really? And how does it do that? I mean, you can explain, right?
Of course
Besides, if you mess up, it will suck to be you, if you get my drift.
I can't do it.
Ha! Just as I thought.
I'm not ready to be her human juice box just yet.
I'm afraid the witness and I disagree on one point, Mr. Justice, because I'd say it does suck to be you right now.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That
There
feels
goes
good.
a pint of blood anyways.
Sucks to be you, Justice.
I don't think that's where the contradiction is, Apollo.
Thank you.
Zero, I volunteer as tribute.
But where's the straw in this thing? But there was that one statement where Bonnie let something slip.
Right. Little hole in her testimony that I've been waiting for.
Walk away.
But do we have a piece of evidence I can challenge her careless comment with? Better take another look. Hard look at the evidence.
Do you think it's the previous one where she breaks character? And you present that she's her biggest fan? Do you think it's where she could use the stage lift to move the body, but the stage lift was already like in the upright position?
That's what I presented. I presented.
No, not on
other
this
one.
one. On the one where she's moving the body and looking evil.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Because it worked because she could move the body. Well, because she wouldn't have had to move the stage lift unless Bonnie knew that it was in the upright position.
Because the number 2 was used for Mr. Hat, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
Well,
she couldn't have used the stage lift to lift the body and the stage lift be used to lift Mr. Hat.
It's weird that this isn't the new one.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
I think you guys are confused, right? So,
Okay.
So here's the thing. In a correct world, right?
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Hat's on the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that lift is down.
Yeah.
But in this incorrect, the lift on the left is fully extended and it's on the left and there's no Mr. Hat. But then Mr. Hat appeared on the left where the fully extended one was. So she had to push the fully extended one out of the way and move the one that was down over to where the fully extended one was on the left.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. But if it was up, then she couldn't have moved the body, is what we're arguing.
But I think what they're saying is that, like, they were both down. She moved the body to up and then had to do the swap after. all that.
Right. And again, in this world though, if they're both down is as per what it should have been, then Bonnie wouldn't have said, "Oh, she has to move the lift." Why would she have to move the lift if they were both down?
The thing is, though, like, we could have done this last time.
I know, and that's why I'm confused.
So it doesn't make any sense.
Could we have, though?
It was the exact same line.
Yeah.
Not that we, like, if we were allowed to present evidence, we
Yeah.
could have, but we weren't.
Yeah.
So we couldn't have.
What's the diagram show? Literally just that. Oh.
The bucket was never readied, though.
I know. Oh, move stage listing up for Bonnie's make. She told no one about this.
Oh.
Bonnie messed up
there we
Mr.
go.
Hat's position for the escape trick, placing him opposite the script location on the right side. As a result, Trucy had to quickly move the lifts under the stage. She never told anyone that she moved the stage lifts.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So I guess this to that.
Yeah, makes sense.
I would do that.
Objection!
Nice. Reading evidence. That doesn't make sense.
What? So you think I'm crazy now?
No, that's not the point I was trying to make.
But I don't hear you denying it.
Mr. Pham, allow me to repeat your statement. Thanks to that, she ended up having to move the stage lifts.
That's right. And I still say that's just what it were.
But how did you know? How did you know Miss Wright moved the stage lifts?
Huh?
According to her own statement, she didn't tell anybody that she had done so.
What?
So how could you possibly have known what she had done unless you saw her?
Ooh.
You saw Miss Wright moving the lifts in the understage passage, didn't you?
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she does her teleportation tricks.
Bye-bye. Which means she has a double.
You did it, Apollo! Noise levels are at 0%.
But, Mr. Justice, wouldn't that mean?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Pham herself was under the stage where the victim was killed. And I hardly need to tell the court what that means. Our prosecutor's been very quiet. You are one artful liar, Mr. Pham, and one spectacular suspect. Kia.
Why, you shiny red lobster boy? You're saying I killed Mr. Rios?
I'm saying that it's a possibility. What's more, I say you had a solid motive to frame my client for the murder as well.
My apologies for raining on the defense's merry revelry. But you seem to have forgotten one very important point.
Oh, really?
The TV footage. As you can clearly see, Mr. Pham was on stage the whole time. The entire audience can bear witness to that fact, including you.
Oh, yeah.
You have just taken a long and senseless journey only to return to the starting line. The witness could not have been in the understage passage, which means...
No!
The only one left who could have killed the victim is the accused.
Not the beads! Not the beads!
Guess the party's over.
But Mr. Pham knew something she couldn't have known unless she was under the stage. How do you explain that, Prosecutor Sadmati?
It's quite simple. The accused must have told Mr. Pham about it, but then forgot.
Open those useless eyes of yours and take a good look at the footage. If Mr. Pham really was in the understage passage, it would mean that she was on stage and understage at the same time.
You mean she was in two places at once? That does seem to be the only explanation that makes any sense.
It may be an explanation, but I'm not so sure about the make sense part.
Then we'll just have to make it make sense. Your Honor, the witness was both on stage and understage at the same time.
Oh boy.
That is the defense's assertion.
I've heard some logical things and come out of you before, but this is absurd.
I'm sure you'll change your tune once you hear my reasoning, Your Honor.
My gut tells me you're bluffing, but I'll bite. Oh, well, Mr. Justice, how do you explain how the witness was in two places at once?
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, good. There's no penalty here. Yay! All right, what do we want to mess with here?
She teleported.
There's something playing.
1 second. I was trying to get to the one part. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, frick, it doesn't show up.
Hold.
I wanted to get the twins, Basil, but I couldn't find twins, Basil.
She teleported.
I think that one's actually kind of right though, because she's known for teleportation magic.
Shit, you might be right, but also
I would just
Okay.
because I would like for there to be two Bonnies,
Yeah.
and if there's like a branching path in this game where there's either like one Bonnie or two Bonnies, let's take the one with two
Yeah.
Bonnies.
You know, on Austin Powers, when he says there's the twins, and he says,
Yeah.
twins,
Twins,
Basil.
Basil.
Damn
I
it.
wanted that part.
I like.
Oh shit! I think I might have
you
actually gotten this
did.
right.
And like, yeah, it definitely, because that's how you explain the teleportation trick, the same way that we did in Lamois case.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was gonna be right. There were two Bonnies, Your Honor.
Damn it.
If that were the case, it would only make sense, wouldn't it?
There were...
Two of them?
I suspect you had a few screws loose, but now I see some are missing altogether. Is there a toolkit in this courtroom, Your Honor?
Oh, got him. You, Nayura.
I suppose 2. No, 3 screws to the head should righten this putrid brain.
Oh.
Very well, bailiff, could you,
No, wait! Please, listen to my argument.
I can't believe this is right. At least we got two Bonnies.
No.
Very well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you at least a listen.
The thing is that, like, also with that, it's like the last option was the Bonnie on stage was a fake.
Yeah.
Right? Which is, in the end, where I think this is going. I wonder if you could have picked either.
Nope.
Or
you gotta
both
listen to it.
Bonnies
There's-
are the
there's-
right Bonnies.
Yeah, there's a difference between being like, you know, like a mannequin Bonnie, and then there literally being two like human Bonnies. There's a difference between two Bonnies and a fake.
One of them's Bonnie with one end, and the other one's Bonnie with 2 ends because their parents hate them.
Yeah. As was argued earlier, Mr. Pham is shown in the footage the whole time. But at the same time, she was also watching Miss Wright in the underground passage. The only possible explanation is that there were 2 Bonnies.
That almost sounds like it makes sense. What do you think, Prosecutor Sadmati?
This humble servant of the Holy Mother is of the opinion that we should lose no time in replacing the defense's many lost screws.
But Apollo, it goes against reality itself to say that one person is actually two.
But we don't have to be bound by reality. After all, we're talking about magic here.
Magic and law, neither of which need to be bound by reality. Yay.
So, if the Bonnie de Femme in the footage is the real Bonnie, then the Bonnie here on the witness stand, the one who must have been understage, this Bonnie de Femme, if you say is fake, I swear to God, damn it. All right, you got me there, is our second Bonnie. Say we call the one in front of us Bonnie number 2. I believe I have just the piece of evidence to prove that Miss Bonnie number 2 exists.
They're also foreshadowed by the two bunnies in the cave.
Also foreshadowed from the two bunnies in the cave.
Whoa, hey,
Oh, JD!
Thank you.
Really appreciate you picking up our merch shirt in the Everest Green, I think, or Kelly.
Kelly.
Ooh, Kelly Green.
Thank you,
No,
thank you,
not
thank you,
not
thank you.
Kelly Green, just
No,
Kelly. Love you, boys. XO butts.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Please submit your evidence, Mr. Justice. What proves the existence of a Bonnie number 2?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, this is foreshadowed too, because Emma was like, even twins have different fingerprints.
She did, yeah. A set of unknown fingerprints are found on the top. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah,
That
just
makes more sense.
silly.
Take that.
What's this?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, I like how it actually puts the take that in the chat log. That's fun. A magical turnabout mystery.
Right, GD?
During our investigation, we found a set of unknown prints on the coffin on the stage. These prints were most likely left during the course of the show. But they didn't match the prints of any of the people involved in this case.
An unknown third party's fingerprints.
A stutter?
I was not told of this.
Emma must have kept it from him.
She must have broken the law to help us.
Why? Why did she keep it from him?
Because obstruction of justice is fine.
Yep. Unknown!
Hey, bro beans, it's late. Hope you guys are doing well.
Hey,
Oh, thank
well,
you.
Hope you're doing well too.
It's not
That was
unknown,
also
it's
a joke about the obstructing justice. Never do that. And
Yeah.
thank you.
Also,
why did Emma keep it from him, though?
Oh, why? That sounds illegal. We do have members date night tonight. Hey, if you're a Twitch subscriber, Patreon patron, or member on our channel, Gold Waffle Up, you should be in our Discord. Okay, good stuff.
Wait, because she literally wants her dear friend not to get sentenced to death. But GD, that contradicts what you said earlier, where Emma wasn't mad about doing things, but because she was told not why, not that she would. Words, not why good. Emma do thing well, because friend.
Oh.
Emma's not a good person.
Whoa! Whoa!
Miss DeFam, or should I say, Bonnie number 2. Oh, these are your fingerprints, aren't they?
Enough of this foolishness. One person could not possibly be two.
Oh boy.
Those fingerprints could have been left not only during the show, but at any time.
Objection!
It's not like you to lose your cool like that, Prosecutor Sabati.
Oh, he's so mad.
And I'm sure you know that. Exactly when the fingerprints were made is not the main issue.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Justice?
This is the issue. Who do these unknown prints belong to? They're certainly not Bonnie DeFam's. But what if they belong to the person standing right in front of us?
Whoa! You mean Bonnie number 2 is the second Bonnie?
What?
I do, Your Honor.
Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
It's preposterous to suggest those prints belong to the witness. I say they must belong to some other unknown person.
Prosecutor said Marty, can you really look at her and still say that? She's clearly evil.
What are you looking at? Take a picture. It'll last longer.
How could this be?
If we check her prints, I'm sure they'll match the unknown set. Well, Bonnie, the prints that don't belong to the real you belong to you, don't they, Bonnie number 2? That's a sentence.
Witness! Is what the defense has said true?
Fine, I admit it. The fingerprints are mine.
Then does that mean you aren't Bonnie DeFemme?
What? Ridiculous.
Oh, twins. Always switch swapping and causing all sorts of mischief.
Are there really
That's
two
right.
Bonnies? What a wonderful timeline.
Nope, there's only one Bonnie. That's because
I killed the other one.
I'm Betty. Betty DeFemme.
I'll give chat 2 seconds to figure out the pun for that one.
I don't get it. What?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, it's time for a wondrous magic show. Gasp in amazement as this legomorphing illusionist performs her teleportation magic. Watch closely. It's showtime.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
Wow!
I love Athena, like, totally into it.
Budget.
Oh, it's amazing!
This is way better than teleportation magic.
What an amazing trick! The witness has suddenly split into 2 people!
It's not a trick, not a gimmick, or no gimmick to it either. We're simply twins.
What?
Twins?
So that's how the teleportation trick works?
Ever since our debut, I've had to hide or pretend I'm Bonnie. Oh, the cute and sweet goody. I can't tell you how stressful it's been. But I don't have to hide anymore. That's right. Our days of sneaking around are finally over.
Their cover's blown, but they actually seem pretty happy about it.
So, which one of you is the nice Bonnie DeFemme that we met in the dressing room? That would be me.
And the sharp-tongued Bonnie we saw in the ratings Raja understage was?
Hey, who are you calling sharp-tongued?
It's all starting to make sense now.
So, Mr. Justice, this changes the facts of the case rather dramatically, doesn't it?
It certainly does. During the show, it was Bonnie who was on stage the whole time. So Bonnie couldn't have committed the crime. But Betty, on the other hand, who was understage, did have the opportunity.
Well, so we have 2 suspects.
Wait just a minute, Lobster Boy. I didn't do it. That's right. Betty might have a foul mouth, but she'd never kill anybody. Hey, who's got a foul mouth here? Well, speak up, huh?
That's so great. Please save your sibling squabbles for later. Betty, you must have been in the understage passage during the show. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known about the stage lifts being moved. So, what exactly were you doing down there?
Fine, I'll testify. Anything to get you off my back.
Prosecutor Sarmati, Betty DeFarm is ready to testify. What do you say?
DBD!
Hey, what up?
All right. Name explaining time. This one's complex.
Okay.
All right, get your
sounds
pen and
good,
paper,
TBD.
everybody.
Oh, TBD!
Ignoring their obvious first name animal puns, defame may be a play on defame, in reference to them trying to, or at least one of them trying to make Trucy look bad. Bonnie's Japanese first name is Mimi, and Betty's is Kiki. When put together, it makes the word Kikimimi, which means ears poised for listening, which I guess explains the bat and bunny imagery.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
frick,
yeah.
this one came out of order. This
Oh,
is the last
no!
one. Hold on. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, that's...
Ah!
Hi, buddy. And finally, their last name is Nanano. And if you take just the na and no from their name and reverse them, they become yasai, which means vegetables. This may be a reference to carrots, which are stereotypically eaten by rabbits. No love for bats and their favorite food, I guess.
Oh,
What's a
man.
bat's favorite food?
It depends on the bat. There are vampire bats, which will drink the blood of things like cows and stuff.
Oh, what? Really?
But
Oh.
most bats are like fruit bats
Insects.
and insects, yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, DVD. Damn.
Heck
Dang.
yeah, really, really appreciate that. And Jason!
This is some prestige bullshit, if you've ever seen that movie.
I always get it confused with The Illusionist. It's The Illusionist and Prestige. I always get
they're
them
because of
mixed
the
up,
same movie.
basically. Thank you
Very thank you. Yeah, the kanji thing is quite neat.
for the info.
Betty. Betty, you lied to this humble servant of the Holy Mother.
Yeah, chat, send TBD some love. Really appreciate it.
Hey, what else could I do? I couldn't blow our cover and ruin our magic act. Besides, am I gonna get your Twilight Hell or whatever for being called or for being a liar?
You will indeed. However, it won't be after your death. Rather,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No!
I shall give you a taste of your punishment on this mortal coil in interrogation hell.
Now then, Betty DeFarm, please explain to this court what exactly you were doing under the stage.
Right, Adam? Crazy support from TBD today. Crazy support. I also have Stream Boss.
Oh, yeah.
Bam, there
Everybody
that
at
is.
Waffles.
What happened?
Also, likes for
Understage.
waffles. Bam, those are coming too.
It's true. I had no business being in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick.
Did business.
I did, sorry. I had business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick. It was the first of the fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rios was supposed to do? That's right. It's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it. It was in the script and I really wanted to see it, but I couldn't because of the accident. Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was real busy. Yeah, way too busy to have a chance to kill Mr. Rios.
Well, that was certainly different.
How's that for a flawless testimony and alibi?
Oh! Amazing.
She's quaking underneath there.
Yeah.
Ah!
Our magic is real. It's not a trick or a gimmick.
And 3.
Oh my, she's floating!
Your Honor, don't ruin this for him. You're right. She is floating.
You were supposed to pretend you didn't see that. It's a little something called etiquette.
But I did pretend I didn't see it. I can't help it. Whenever I see a contradiction or inconsistency, I just have to point it out, except for in this one specific case.
Now then, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
It's true. I have business in the understage passage because of the upcoming trick.
If you were in the understage passage, which, need I remind you, was the crime scene, then you most certainly should be counted as a potential suspect.
But I didn't have any motive to kill Mr. Rios.
But you, by your own admission, hate Miss Wright. When she was arrested as a suspect, you said it was what she deserved.
Ooh. So you believe that the witness killed a man simply due to her dislike of Trucy Wright? As a motive, that is not improbable. Is that not improbable at best?
But what if her hatred caused her to bear a strong sense of malice against my client?
Look, Trucy just made me mad, that's all. I mean, even though she's younger than me, she's still got so much skill and popularity. And she's cute, besides. She's cute, besides. Okay. But Betty, don't talk like that. Shut your yap!
So was it just simple jealousy?
Say, Betty, that next trick you were getting ready for. It was the fire trick, right? The one Mr. Rios was supposed to do.
Bonnie? We're trying to get Betty's testimony right now, so...
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
You can step down if you like.
I'm worried about Betty, though. She can lose her temper and say awful things sometimes. Hey, what are you, my mother? Don't forget, I'm the older sister. You got that? Oh, yes, I got it.
Well, I guess I'd worry about Mount Betty constantly blowing her top if I were Bonnie, too. So, Betty, you were down understage getting ready for the fire trick, were you? Then what about this dusty fire bucket?
That's right, I had a very dangerous trick. Or it's a very dangerous trick, so I had to make sure we were prepared for it.
And you were taking every necessary precaution, is that right?
Of course, every precaution. After all, it's a very dangerous trick that uses real fire. I mean, we had to be ready in case the curtain got on fire or something, right? By the time the people realized it wasn't part of the act, it might be too late, huh?
If by people you mean Athena Sykes, then yes.
Yes.
Wow, a fire trick. That sounds really impressive.
Oh man, and Mr. Potato saying, why are both of them so goddamn cute? You know, we try. Take care of ourselves.
know. Oh, look
Thanks,
at that.
though. Look at that.
Waking
Look at
up
you.
early.
It's so nice to hear that sometimes.
Hey.
Thank you. Oh my god.
We
need to get you guys
shower.
bunny ears.
Ooh.
And a tail.
Your beard would go up in smoke, old man. I bet people would mistake you for a cue ball or something without it.
Oh. A cue ball?
Betty, don't be rude to the judge. Betty, you know that fire trick? It was in the script, and I really wanted to see it.
I see. The fire trick was a part of the script. Yes. It seems Mr. Rios was scheduled to perform later in the show. Did you not get to see him practice it beforehand?
No, during rehearsal he said he didn't feel well, so he couldn't breathe any fire for me.
Wait, let me get this straight. He couldn't breathe fire because he wasn't feeling well?
My magical powers appear to be on the wane today. That's what he said.
So it was just a part of his usual great Mr. Rios shtick?
It's really too bad I didn't get to see the trick because of the incident. Which was completely unexpected, of course. Hey!
I love Bonnie.
Shut up! You're gonna give it away! Anyway, I was real busy.
Totally unexpected.
So what exactly do you mean by you're gonna give it away?
Adam's got good taste.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now?
See, Bonnie? You and your big mouth. Ow, ow. Lobster Boy wants to know what we're talking about. Sorry.
Lobster boy.
Well, if you were preparing for the next magic trick, I'm sure you wouldn't have had time to commit murder.
Wow, look at the old. It looks like the old geezer isn't senile just yet, huh?
Trucy in the defendant's place is like, why the fuck couldn't I have that excuse? I was performing a magic trick in that very moment.
I was pushing things around.
I bet you'll live a good long life.
I plan to be sitting up here at least another 10 years.
Well, 10 years of Ace Attorney confirmed. Everybody, the series isn't going anywhere.
Wait a minute. This released in when?
10 more years? I don't know about that.
What did we discuss about inner monologues, Athena?
Welp, more power to ya, I guess. In any case, I was so busy I didn't have the time to off anybody.
2016. All right, boys, we in there for another 7 years.
Yeah, way too busy to have a chance to kill Mr. Rios.
Are you just trying to cover for Betty?
No, of course not. I believe in my sister. I know she'd never murder anyone.
But you think my client would?
No, I believe in Trucy too. I know she'd never murder anyone either.
Well, we just ran out of suspects in that case. I mean, this case.
But... See? You should have just kept your mouth shut, dummy. You're just making a fool of yourself. Huh? Just be nice and quiet like a good little bunny. Got it? All right. I guess I'm no help.
Oh.
Oh, boy. It's impossible to get anything out of Bonnie with Betty right there. So Betty was too busy getting ready for the next trick to have time to murder, huh?
There must be some way to prove that wasn't the case.
Oh, good luck, Danielle.
Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da-boo. I hate to break this to you, Betty, but there is a big flaw in your testimony. As big as the one in that floating trick you did earlier.
Oh, hey, low blow. Come on.
Ooh, harsh words. Well, let me tell you something, forehead boy. No one has ever figured out how we do our teleportation trick.
No one except me, you mean?
What?
We have even better tricks up our sleeves. Huh? What we do? I told you to keep it zipped.
Oh.
Ew.
No, don't fight, you two. Mr. Justice, what's this about a flaw in the testimony?
The script has this to say about the fire trick. This will be dangerous. Make sure the fire bucket is ready. However, we found the fire bucket lying empty backstage, except for a layer of dust.
Ow!
You didn't even attempt to get ready for the next trick, did you, Betty?
You got me!
Betty DeFarm, you will explain yourself.
There's nothing to explain. Come on, Betty, we can't hide it any longer. We might as well tell them. Shut up! You can barely take care of yourself. Don't try and tell me what to do.
Aww.
Well, if neither of you will explain, I guess I'll have to. The reason Betty didn't prepare for the fire trick is because she is afraid of fire.
Knew the show wouldn't go on.
Ooh.
She knew the show wouldn't
As
go
much as I want to see the
on.
memes.
Yo,
Hey,
time lapse!
What up? Introducing the magical magician twins, Betty and Body DeFemme. They are literally my favorite characters and slash witnesses in the entire Ace Attorney series, and I hope you all
Aw.
love them too. Also, one donation? What? Hey there.
Thank you. And yeah, no, I like them a lot. They're fun.
Yeah, and what's up, Drek the Drek?
So Betty is jealous of Trucy because genes plus practice trump practice alone? Am I interpreting this right?
Maybe, I guess, like, talent or something. I don't know. It's weird.
I have to go to the bathroom really quickly. So
Uh-oh.
you guys have to do the bunnies.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
You can be the bat.
Nice.
Knew the show wouldn't go on. I want to meme it so bad and say she was slacking off, but there's health on the line.
Yeah, there is hope. Bam!
You didn't.
Thanks, time-ups. You didn't prepare the fire trick because you knew, didn't you? Didn't you? You knew that the body would be found and that the show would be canceled. Admit it! Ah! Don't be ridiculous, you insignificant speck of a man. I'm gonna yank those lame bangs of yours off. Is that what you want, huh?
Objection!
Betty, no.
Whatever, they can grow back. Now stop stalling and just tell us the truth already.
Also, I just realized this is an obscure anime reference, so don't worry about it. But is Apollo the next Philora? Was it Philora? That's so hard to say.
Florida the Explorer.
The next Philo Queen. Philorial. It's like Philorial.
Florial Queen.
Yeah, I guess so.
I can't reveal my secrets. I'm a magician.
Objection!
You have been chasing the shadow of an illusory culprit, our defense. And having chanced upon convenient target, you have let yourself get carried away.
Exactly. Where's your proof, huh?
And yet, I can see that the witness's taste for false words has also been proven. I advise you to confine your deceitful trickery to your magic act, witness.
Deceitful trickery.
I didn't get a single Bonnie line that whole time.
Nope.
As your court-appointed therapist, I'd like to add something here, Betty. You finally let yourself be who you really are. But if you continue to hide behind lies, you'll just be imprisoning your heart all over again. But all these questions mean you're trying to put me in prison for real. So I'll be behind bars either way.
I mean, you're admitting your guilt.
Of course not! I can't believe you people. Every one of you thinks I did something I didn't do. You... Lobster Boy, Cue Ball Geezer, Headcase Brat, Cerberus Monk.
Cue ball, geezer.
Headcase Brat? Really? Betty, calm down. Come on now. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Look, I'm not the murderer, I tell you.
Then how did you know the show would be canceled or called off before the fire trick?
I told you, we can't reveal our secrets. We're under contract.
Contract? What is she talking about? Be that as it may, you're obviously a suspect in this case.
I'm beginning to see the karmic threads that make up the intricate tapestry that is this case.
Huh?
Allow me to summarize your assertions, defense. First, that the victim was killed in the understage passage. And second, that the witness and the accused are the only two who could have done it.
Exactly. What's more, Betty knew that the body would be found, and that the magic show would then be called off. Therefore, it's reasonable to conclude that Betty killed the victim understage.
Damn.
But what if Betty knew that the show would be called off for some other reason?
Like what?
In the course of my investigation, I found it strange that the dragon set piece fell when it did.
So did we.
That, in conjunction with the body tumbling from the coffin in such a dramatic fashion, all seemed too perfect for mere happenstance. It was as though the entire chain of events had been planned out in advance.
Ouch!
Planned out.
After deciding to take this case, I scrupulously studied everything I could about mass media in this country. I read the newspaper, old news reports. I even browsed tabloid magazines.
How very industrious of you. I'm impressed.
During this process, I learned about a strange practice favored by the TV world. A practice called the hidden camera prank.
God damn it, he found you too.
He did.
Oh,
God. This came out when 2012 during the prankvasion.
Mommy
God.
Makeout went Mondays.
No.
No.
Betty and Bonnie, you knew about this, did you not?
Run, boys, run.
About the dead body appearing, the set piece falling, and the show being suspended. You two were informed of this plan by Take-Two TV in advance, correct?
Is that true?
Betty, please, let's tell them now. I can't hold it in anymore. Dang it! Fine, you got us. Everything the prosecutor said is true. The TV station paid us to cooperate with him in this plan. It was all a prank, a big setup planned out in advance. Mr. Rios showing up dead in the coffin. The set piece falling down. It was all completely scripted.
Oh my God.
You mean the prank videos are fake?
A prank!
'Twas just a prank, brethren.
Bonnie, is this really true?
Yes, Mr. Rios was supposed to pretend to be dead. That's how it was supposed to go.
So, he was in on it.
That's right. He was supposed to show up dead in the coffin, and then the set piece would fall down. Trucy would be shocked and start to panic. That's how the prank script went.
What? What the heck kind of a prank is that? He says directly to all of the prank channels.
Yeah, but then he would come out and be like, it's just a prank, Trucy. And it'll be fine. That's how it works, right?
She's like, he's dead! No, it's just a prank. What?
It was.
I'm gonna make your life disappear into my magic panties. But we never thought he'd actually wind up dead. Yeah, that was the only thing that was different from the script. Poor Mr. Rios.
I am so completely lost right now.
Wow. Betty and Bonnie, it certainly sounds like you have some splaining to do.
Bonnie, you got some splaining to
Fucking
do.
references is so weird.
All right. I guess desperate times call for desperate measures.
Is that like a consecutive reference?
Just this once, we'll share how it was done with you. So listen carefully. You'll never hear this kind of thing anywhere else.
Oh, cute!
What? It's
Oh, I forgot that bats have those little white puffs as well.
yeah.
So cute.
The whole thing
Little
works.
ascots.
After a teleportation trick, I went down under stage. When Mr. Rios' body appeared from the coffin on stage, it was time for Betty to do her job in the understage passage. That's right, I used the remote control for the winch connected to the dragon set piece. And made it fall down. And just before the dragon fell, I called Trucy to the backstage so she wouldn't get hurt. After that, the plan was for Mr. Rios to come back to life in front of the panicked Trucy.
Some of them are like really old-time TV sitcom references
Yeah.
that I only know because of references.
Yes.
He was supposed to laugh and up and fly away. That's how it was scripted anyway. But for some reason, he really did turn up dead, so he kind of just stayed on the ground.
Dead. What kind of a sick joke is that?
It is honestly like the stupidest joke ever. Like, ha 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 ha, you were sad because you thought I was dead? What a dumbass.
Yeah.
Haha, you actually believe that I could be dead?
Dumbass.
Sounds like a terribly mean-spirited prank to me. The poor defendant was trying to do her magic show.
I guess so. I'm sorry, Trucy. Huh, whatever. It was all the ratings Raj's idea anyway. Yeah, it sounds just like just the kind of thing a guy like him would come up with.
It's true.
This is the prank plan script we got from the ratings Raja.
Ooh, I want to read that. The course appearing and the set piece following were staged by Roger Rettens.
Dang it, you made us break our contract! Now we won't get paid!
But where does this all leave us? Who killed the victim, and when?
Yes, exactly. Those are the key questions.
Hey, Steve Design.
Nayuta, I have subscribed to PewDiePie. I'm doing my part. If Mr. Rios
Thanks,
was
Steve.
only pretending to be dead in the coffin as part of a prank, then when he was under stage, there would still be life within him. And if that is the case, then Betty, who was also under stage, may be excluded from our list of suspects. Witness. Was the victim alive up until he entered the coffin?
Oh, well, now that we've spilled the beans, we might as well show you the video.
The video?
Oh my god, he's actually gonna get a voice.
Oh,
shit.
wow. Hey, Justin!
They're skipping the part where Ashton Kutcher was supposed to show up.
I think
right.
this is Ashton Kutcher, basically.
Yes.
He's a handsome man. Let's be real here.
No, I'm not boostering.
You're not going to?
I don't know, man. He seems like anime pro tag. Oh man.
Or is he a professional showman?
I know, yeah.
Greetings, viewers. It is I, the great Mr. Rios. We are currently in the middle of Trucy's escape trick.
Oh my god. I should make like a YouTube vlogger. What's up? We're currently in the middle of Trucy's escape trick.
Having snuck through the understage passage undetected, I am now hiding backstage.
Preparing to play a little prank on Trucy. I'm about to hide in the coffin, which Trucy will stab with her rubber sword. And when the coffin opens, ho-ho, I will be in it, acting as though I've met my maker. Can you imagine the look on Trucy's face then? Ho-ho, I can hardly wait.
Oh.
I don't know prank invasion guide. Good enough.
He's about to
Ethan
hide
Bradbury.
in the coffin.
It would seem that the threads of karmic destiny have led us to the truth. The victim passed through the understage where Betty DeFam was, and came up into the backstage area. We know this because Mr. Rios appeared to be backstage when he shot the video we saw.
It appears that way, yes.
And the defense? You proposed the following, did you not? What if the victim was killed under the stage before being put into the coffin? But then, what about this video? This footage was taken just before Mr. Rios entered the coffin.
Oh, so does that mean?
Yes, it is horrible but true. The tragedy did indeed play out right there on the stage.
Yeah, see, look at Bonnie's eyes in the back there.
And she's like, oh my god! When into the coffin where Mr. Rios was hiding, Trucy Wright thrust her blade.
See? Told you so.
So are you saying the incident was a tragic accident that happened during a prank?
It would be an accident if the accused had no knowledge of the prank beforehand. So let us ask the accused herself. Miss Wright, did you have prior knowledge of the prank?
She's just been here the whole time?
Usually the
What?
defendant is around.
Tell him, Trucy. You didn't know anything about it, right?
Of course I didn't. I didn't know a single thing about it. Still think you can play innocent, do you? In that case, you leave me little choice but to present this piece of evidence.
It looks like some sort of note.
That's...
I found this note in the dressing room after the incident. At the time, I did not understand what it meant, but it is all clear to me now.
What's this?
Let's see. It says, get the video camera after Mr. Rios comes tumbling out.
It is a note signed by the accused, instructing Bonnie to collect Mr. Rios' video camera from him, it seems.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I found it in the dressing room before the show. When I saw it, I realized that Trucy knew about the prank.
It does bear her signature. I'll give you that much.
Right? Why would she use a typewriter only to sign her name after?
Also, who signs a note?
This was definitely made by me.
So, the defendant had prior knowledge of the prank.
It would appear so, yes. When she learned about the plan to trick her, she decided to use it to her own advantage. So she thrust the seal sword into the coffin where the victim stood chuckling to himself. Is that not what happened, Miss Wright?
Of course not! And I didn't write or sign that note.
Ah, but the handwriting matches yours. All of the evidence in the testimony points to you being the culprit.
But I didn't do it! It wasn't me!
Then explain the existence of this note. You can do that, can you not?
How many things did he sign with this crazy carbon
I
paper
know.
thing? Would she buy a car, a house, like sign up for freaking
Cell phones?
I don't know what are there magazine subscriptions still these days?
Probably.
I guess. I don't
Memberships
know.
on YouTube?
A gym membership, God
Oh,
forbid.
Oh my god, gym memberships are the worst, because like
I know.
when I went to
5
the gym,
cell phones, a membership to the NyanCave.
right? They're like, hey, do you know friends who want to go to the gym? And it's like, no. And it's like, well, put the names in and you'll win a draw.
Ooh.
And it's like, okay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I can't explain it. I didn't write it, so I don't understand. I didn't kill Mr. Rios. You have to believe me.
The silence is
Continue struggling against the threads of your own karma if you wish, accused. Even as you are unescapably caught in the web of fate you've spun for yourself. Miss Wright, it is time to resign yourself to your fate.
Damn, this is some ominous music. The doom.
No! I didn't do it!
Ha! I knew it! I told you, I knew she was a homicidal little witch from the start!
But I didn't do it! I really didn't! Why doesn't anybody believe me?
Shut up, you killer!
Thanks, Martin. This is bad.
Your Honor, I suggest we put an end to this tragedy now. Give your official ruling and let us offer the victim's soul the last rites it deserves.
I suppose I have no other choice.
You do. You do.
This court hereby finds the defendant Trucy
Thank you. The defense has an objection.
Apollo!
How could you convict such a cute girl?
You! Even now you would.
I won't give up, and I refuse to let either of them down. Mr. Wright is counting on me. And Trucy, who's put all her faith in me.
Mr. Justice, the fact that you've raised an objection means that you have evidence with which to refute the prosecution's claims, correct?
Yes, of course, Your Honor.
Do we really have anything, Apollo?
Actually, we do. There's one piece of evidence we can present here.
Very well, Mr. Justice, you may proceed.
As we saw in the show footage, there's no question that the defendant thrust a sword into the coffin. The defense doesn't dispute this point. But let us not forget that this was a magic show filled with tricks and illusions. We can't take everything we see at face value.
So you're saying some sleight of hand was somehow involved?
Yes, the defense contends that the sword the defendant used was not the cause of death. Now, what was it Trucy told me that she did just before she thrust the sword into the coffin?
Oh, well, let's see your evidence then, Mr. Justice. But remember, you interrupted my verdict to make this claim.
Oh!
You'll be severely penalized if you're bluffing.
That's fine, Your Honor. This shows that it's possible the sword Ms. Wright used were not the cause of death.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You gonna find that? I guess
Yeah, I'm actually just looking for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm
wait
searching.
right here.
Okay. It's gonna take me a little while to actually find it.
Oh,
Probably,
well, how long do you need?
but 22 hours?
Well, that's weird. Because it seems like no, you know what? In 22 hours, I'm actually booked.
Dang it. Okay, how about
I'm busy Saturday as well.
70 hours.
72 hours?
70 hours.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that'll.
Okay.
Yeah, 70 hours. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, 70 hours, folks. We're going to be back in 70 hours. I'm going to have the piece of evidence. I promise you that much. In the meantime, don't forget to like the video because Sora's going to be given away this month. Heck yeah. And I'm going to put some stuff up on the board.
Hey, Mono Bro.
I know, bro.
I've heard of impulse shopping, but impulse scamming? That's a new one. Let's see. I'll use her signature for this.
This.
Definitely this.
Oh man, it's gonna be really satisfying to turn this whole thing around. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah, and we're gonna be picking the date night game really quickly. So if you're a Golden Waffle Hire, Patreon, or Twitch subscriber, we'll be putting that up in Discord. Maybe Uzumaki. Who knows? Who knows what the game could be? But yeah, Friday we're gonna have something. We'll see. Saturday we're gonna play some Mario Maker. I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna stop accepting responses. Better get your date night game in, cause it's boop. No more responses. Okay.
Oops.
Let's see. Who's gonna...
Friday we stream on Twitch usually, Kami. Sometimes it's a different game though.
Random picker. Do you guys have any guesses what the date night game's gonna be?
I think that
Pathfinder.
it's going to be... No, I think it's going to be Roblox.
Wow, I don't even know if that's an option. Let's find out.
I don't think it is.
I'm gonna pull the game right now. Boom.
Oh my god.
The winner is Just Monica with Zanky Zero.
Zanky Zero. Oh, Zanky Zero.
Oh, that's a sticky one.
That's a sticky one.
Yeah, because I want to play that eventually.
Yeah. What's
Ooh.
the game time on it?
How long?
It's long too. No, that's a game that we've been planning since before forever to play it.
I know.
Well, what are we gonna do now?
Draw again.
Sorry.
Sorry,
So we're gonna
Monica.
draw it again. Bam! Zero.
What was it?
Pathfinder Kingmaker.
I guessed it.
There you did. Oh man.
No japes. 100%. It's
100.
the truth.
We don't jokes about this. There it is.
There it is.
We're probably gonna play through that too. We should probably just pick another
Yeah,
game. You know,
actually we
like-
should just pick
like
one.
3 years from now, maybe.
Yeah, we'll get to Pathfinder for sure. So
that's the game. I guess I have it installed on my computer, but you can.
Does this
have
mean
my-
Zero betrayed the FGO cave?
Yes.
Oh, brutal.
brutality.
So
monsters.
we'll get GOG on your computer and we'll download it that way.
Yeah, sure.
He's a
I mean,
big-
I'll
he's a
use
big
your
one.
account.
There you go. Okay, so that's what we're playing tonight. If you are a member, make sure to be there. If you're not a member, you can member up, and we'll get you all the information you need to be there. Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Soon. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Bye.